going, everybody? My name is Blitzwanger. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live this week on the YouTube machine, ready to go on ahead and check out episode number 4. The whole world is watching. We hope you guys are too, along with us as we check out the newest episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. What's up, Dean? What's up, Gabe? How does it feel to be back on the Twitter?
I mean, why didn't we do one last week, Max?
We did do one.
Did we?
Yeah. We did do one, but apologies, that was my mess up because I did this like really.
Last
I mean,
minute?
I did. Well, no, I definitely warned you guys like weeks ahead that I was going to attempt that, and I didn't just surprise you an hour and a half before we started. We usually would start the stream.
That's true.
So yeah, that was totally not my fault. That's your fault. But we did enjoy kind of episode 3, right? I don't know why. I felt like going back.
It was a busy episode.
It was a very busy episode.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people said that like we were somewhat harsh. It seemed like we didn't like the show anymore. And I was like,
we
I
absolutely
don't think
hate
we-
it. It's the worst show Marvel has ever produced in the history of existence, and
Oh, it's only the second show they've produced.
Yeah. Well, no, third. Agents of
That was part of the-
what about Peggy
Oh.
Carter? What about Peggy Carter? Are you even a Marvel fan, dude?
Dude, those things don't.
Are you even? What do you
it's
mean?
not
they
even
don't count?
canon anymore. What do you mean?
It has a little flippery at the start in the Marvel logo.
Hey,
Yeah, it
hey,
doesn't
they said it's not
count.
canon anymore. There's nothing we can do
Exactly,
about that.
dude. Come on,
Doesn't
man.
count, man.
Unbelievable.
I'm
Um,
happy. I'm happy that the people seem to miss us. That you know,
Yeah.
maybe we should go away more often. Joke.
Praise me some more. Is basically what Gabe just did.
Yeah. So we just wanted to go live to tell you that we're not going to be live for next week's episode. And
So
then
miss us
maybe
for
we'll
next
come back
week,
for the finale.
And then yeah,
Maybe we'll come back for the finale.
maybe.
That's what we do from now on. I still think we enjoyed the last episode. In all seriousness, like I think what did we end up giving it? Like a 6.57, something like that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I
So
actually gave it
we-
a high rating the second time I watched it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Matt, you've been watching every episode twice, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, I watch it once when we stream, and then once with my girlfriend.
Same.
So you like it better?
At the very least, it's not necessarily that I like the episode
Is it the
better,
dancing?
but I feel like I understand like almost like the arcs. Like they're like the Captain America John Walker is almost like a complete opposite like character of what Sam is supposed to be in terms of like he's Captain America, but yet nobody respects him, even though he has that like star.
Hold on.
Dude.
Why is Max dancing?
Because I'm trying
You
to
start to
recreate
not
the
question
Zemo
these
cut.
things.
The Zemo cut. Did you guys see the Zemo
Oh,
cut?
yeah, yeah.
The Zemo
no,
cut? What? I haven't seen this.
Marvel
It's an-
released literally like a
yeah.
3-minute video of Zemo, all the dancing that they filmed for Zemo from that episode.
No, and then they
It's-
looped it for an hour.
They looped it
Oh,
for an
really?
hour.
Yes, there is an out. Wait, you didn't see this on the
No.
official Marvel YouTube? They
Okay.
they looped Zemo dancing for like an hour.
Oh my god, what is
And
this?
they
Yo,
called it.
maybe we should do a reaction to that.
Dude, they called
for,
it the Zemo
for an hour?
cut.
The whole hour?
Yeah, the
The
whole
whole hour. Reacting to
We just-
Zemo dancing on loop.
It was definitely probably the big highlight from that last episode. That's what everybody seemed to be talking after the episode was done. So
Yeah. it
now,
overshadowed
I-
the entire episode.
I read the preview for this episode, right? And
I
it
have
says
not.
John Walker loses patience with Sam and Bucky as they learn more about Carly Morgenthau.
Interacted with them once. What patience is he losing?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think this is the episode that we're supposed to like hate him. Because remember how we talked about like how so far I was saying like I know a lot of people don't like him, and like it is just like I don't know what it is. Like it's just we don't.
And now we have reason not to.
He's just got this like punchable face. Like you know, like it's just it is what it is. But it seems like maybe this week's episode is actually gonna like give us a reason to dislike John Walker.
I mean, I feel like that like blurb is a little like on the nose because it's like, well, okay,
because-
clearly he's gonna do something that's like against against the rules, we'll call it, because they have rules of engagement, like Sam put it. So
Mhm.
I wonder if he almost gets like stripped of his Captain America title because he goes,
Whoa.
like he's gonna because the
goes
idea is he's
rogue?
gonna get furious and he wants to do something and like basically one up Sam and Bucky, because basically Sam
Mm.
and Bucky are doing everything. Okay, let's be real
That's
here.
true. That's true.
So like he's probably getting tired of like having to be like late every time and like not getting any information. So I feel like we're gonna see. We're gonna see. It's gonna be interesting.
We're gonna see. That's a great summary for how we make predictions for the show. We're gonna see.
We're gonna see. I mean,
BioSpark, what's up? Okay.
they probably fight this episode.
You think so? There will be fighting.
I
think
think
there will be
they
action.
fight. I think they might fight each other.
I think weapons will be shot. That's what I'm predicting.
Yes.
We'll
Well,
see
I'm
also,
saying
like, the
specifically like
episode-
Captain
Dude.
America and like and Sam.
I know. I was just joking. I was
Wait,
joking.
hold on. Why Sam? Why not Bucky?
Ooh, that's right. Huh, Dean?
Because
Watch
if they're
out!
going in the direction of like they're gonna make Sam Captain America, then I feel like it would maybe make sense for more of a symbolic fight. What are you holding up? I can't see.
It's Venom with stuff.
I'm gonna give this away.
Wait, what
why?
issue is that? I don't know. It's Venom 27 is what it looks like.
But look at that cover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
sick.
such a random thing.
It's sick. No,
I mean, it's
got
sick. I'm just so confused.
I prepared this. I'm gonna give this away on the finale.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give this away.
Is this real or are you joking? I
No,
can't
I'm
tell.
serious. I'm serious. This is a
Okay.
really nice cover. Seriously.
It is a very nice
Yeah,
cover.
yeah. No,
This
it's
is like a $50 book.
it's amazing.
Someone
that.
said in the chat, one word to describe this episode is jaw-dropping.
Okay, don't
That's-
tell us. Let's watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, no spoilers, bro.
That's not a
okay,
spoiler,
so I
bro.
think
That's
let's
a
dive in.
reaction.
Let's dive in.
Well, now I know that my jaw's gonna drop. No.
Yeah, you've been spoiled on that.
That's unfortunate.
So, guys, if you want to go on ahead and watch the episode with us, go on ahead and set your timer on Disney Plus to 000. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. When I say go, you press play. Is this episode longer than usual? It seems like 53 minutes.
The last two have been last episode
Yeah.
and this episode.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
what it is.
3 minutes or whatever.
Alright.
52.
My bad. My bad. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1, go. And also, guys, you have a timer on the screen to go on ahead and sync with us
Oh.
if you need to. Okay. There were people in there.
Straight into it.
Previously on Dragon Ball Z.
She's supposed to feel virtuous, but she doesn't seem virtuous. I don't know.
Because
She
you're a
helps
hater,
people.
dude.
She got the
Yeah.
whole Robin Hood thing going.
Yeah. I'm actually really curious to see how the whole arc for Zemo happens. Because it's odd because like a lot of people are really stoked for Zemo now. Like cheering him on. And there was the whole rumors of him setting up the Thunderbolts, right? So
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
this was the big reveal at the end of the episode here. Here we go. All right, let's rock and roll, guys. This episode is crazy, but I ain't gonna say one more thing. All right, Pranav Karthik, appreciate it. BioSpark, what's up? No kidding, there's gonna be a Young Avengers. Well, I mean that they've been building to for a little while.
What are you
now.
at right now? What's your time?
126.
Okay.
29, 30, 31, 32, 33.
Okay.
Pum, pa 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 pum. Pum, pa 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 pum. Here we go. Oh, this is Wakanda.
Ooh, that's a really nice shot.
Six years ago. Dang.
Oh, I'm behind. Oh no. Oh no, what is happening?
Are you okay?
No, I have
Damn.
no idea what's happening.
What do you mean?
It just
This is when he
won't
doing the
play.
White Wolf thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not playing.
What's your
Oh.
time? Sorry.
226, 227, 228.
Okay. Can you tell me when you approach 38?
Now.
Okay. I should be like roughly around you guys.
Man, it's kind of crazy when we see this. Like, just think about how many movies across how many films
Yeah,
and now
that was all like
shows.
3 movies or 4
Yeah,
movies.
yeah, like that's kind of crazy, right? Like to think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this is like she was testing him, like in terms
Like
of
she's
like to
like, yeah,
try to
like
fight so that he wouldn't turn into Winter Soldier.
when the spell was not a spell, but it's when it
Yeah.
broke.
That was weird. Starts
He's very
laughing.
happy to be free.
What was that weird?
A little psychotic laugh, no?
No, he's happy. He's just like, you know,
Okay.
it's like shackles his entire life.
Toss boss walk. Okay. I swear, it just they're just building him up as this like just super chill dude. He was so intense when we were introduced to Zemo, and now he's just like super chill. He has a point. Why are you laughing?
Why point out that distinction?
For what? The Nazis?
Yeah, they're like
Nazis.
not the Nazis, the Avengers. Like obviously.
I don't know. Sometimes, some people have three points of IQ. They're like, wait, what do you mean that the Nazis are his friends?
That's a good point.
Okay.
What is what is the sequence?
That was
just
so weird.
That was
Turkish
just weird.
delight. Dumps out a bunch of candy. Irresistible. Okay. Thanks, man.
come back. He's gonna choke someone with a candy or something.
Probably. Yeah. And then he'll say irresistible. Yeah, you're right. Uh-oh. That's the flag
That
smashers.
was weird. W- I feel like you should be questioning why every door is being closed.
Huh? I know who you are, but I can't trust you. It's an Avenger, my guy. This dude saved the world from Thanos. Okay.
But the GRC is definitely evil.
Him and that candy.
Dude,
Why is
it's
he
back.
singing though? What is happening?
They're irresistible.
Irresistible.
It's creepy.
See, they can't resist.
Hmm. Okay. Oh, so he's not going to tell them.
Yep.
Would have been a good idea for Bucky to, I don't know, maybe walk up.
Right. Is he planning to go solo though?
Maybe. Well, because they're not going to let him probably kill
them,
the
yeah,
Flag
that's what I'm
Smashers,
thinking.
whereas he wants to kill them. So.
Yeah, yeah.
The Explorer? Did I miss something? Who the heck is Dora?
Pretty sure he's just talking about the Wakandans.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, okay.
He can try.
It's just so weird. I swear. You want some cherry blossom tea just like after that encounter.
I'm sliding
It's
behind
just
you.
so
Jeez.
confusing.
You think we see who Power Broker is before the end of the show?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Still might be Sharon.
I guess. Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, that's this remaining serum probably, right?
Probably.
Yep. There it is. Yeah, good luck with that. I don't know why. I just find it funny that he had to walk down that entire staircase and you could see that he's like, okay, don't trip, don't trip. Angry, but don't trip.
Oh, they're teaming up.
Not by choice, it looks like.
Complete opposite characters.
associate.
A child.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Oh my god.
Good question, John Walk. They're gonna hold a funeral inside?
Aggressive.
Zemo's the best part of this show, man.
I
He's
swear.
just so like oddballish. Like it's just such a 180 from like what we were introduced in Civil War.
Oh.
Like he's so different. Why is he being so anxious?
Seems like it's just his character.
You'd think somebody who's been through tons and tons of operations would be like, you know.
I think it's more of the fact that he's gotten nothing done since he's become Captain America, and he's getting like antsy to prove himself, I guess. That's why he wants to go in guns blazing.
Did they give him some serum of his own?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's just so weird. Like,
He's on something.
let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, they're gonna fight. I guess you were right, Gabe. It is Bucky.
All right.
Of course. Walker ruining everything.
Zemo escaped as well.
And he's like gone now.
Oh, oh, I thought he hit her.
Did he not?
No,
I think he hit her on the arm, no?
I don't. Oh, wow, he did hit her.
I got to
Yeah.
like because she grabbed her arm after.
No,
That's a-
no, he
that's-
shot her
that's a
in the
good shot.
stomach.
Oh, it was actually a body shot. That was a good shot.
Yeah, it was yeah, it's a good shot.
I thought he would just step on it.
He just crushed.
No, I know. I mean, I'm behind you, but like, you would think he would just step on it. Oh, there you go.
Oh my goodness! Holy moly! That was brutal,
Oh!
dude. Oh my!
Knocked him straight out.
That
Dang.
should have probably killed him. Oh, there's the super serum. You see, he's gonna take it. Remember
gonna
what I
take
predicted?
it,
I
yeah.
said this.
Yeah.
Or you might be right, Dean. He might go bananas, losing Captain America, and then he'll take it as like a "I'll prove you wrong." You know?
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, like everyone else around him is essentially like a super soldier besides him, and he's Captain America. So he almost feels, I feel like, obligated to take it. Oh.
Gabe, go ahead. Take and joke again. I will find you, and I will end you.
It's Liam Neeson. He's the power broker.
Can you imagine if it actually does end up being
Oh
him
my
as
God, that'd be
cast as
amazing.
some new character? That would be legit hilarious.
Yeah, you can do that. We'll allow it.
Oh man.
That's one way to open doors.
Open the door.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
wow.
Like, why you gotta be so obnoxious about it? Like, bro, it's just it's a handle.
Oh wait, Dean, maybe you were right.
Whoa.
No one's right.
Oh. Bye bye
I
Zemo.
swear, I feel like sometimes the show is like on fast forward. Like, there's just like next thing, next,
Yeah,
next.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like, can we just like let things happen?
That's what happens when you only get 6 episodes.
Yeah, yeah.
Then do a simpler story.
Get more episodes.
Yeah.
or yeah, or do more episodes. I'm just so like, we can't let anything like settle.
Dang.
And they don't even have super serum, John.
Wow. Wait, these are all
Zemo, I
vibranium
swear.
weapons, right?
Yeah. Zemo's the best.
Yeah, Zemo is just chilling. He's literally like a neutral party. He doesn't care.
Bucky just looking strong, John.
What's wrong, John?
Wait, are they ready to kill them?
Oh.
He doesn't leave or run away. He's just like,
And-
I don't want.
And notice how he uses doors properly.
Oh. That was pretty
Oh.
cool.
Oh.
Oh, disengaged.
Yeah, you're definitely behind a little bit.
Yeah, I'm behind for sure.
You're disengaged.
Oh, that was cool.
Hey, that's what I said.
How is it not like? How come he didn't go under some like psych evaluation before becoming Cap?
That's what I'm saying. I'm so confused.
Well, I mean, he's clearly just a psycho.
Yep.
Yeah, but like you said, you'd think there would be some sort of a selection process, right?
Yep.
Like,
Hey,
oh,
But this guy has like 3 Medal of Honors and stuff.
PTSD, bro.
But 3 medal, I mean, like, I guess.
he pulled an El Chapo. That's a good line.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
can't believe he
I
pulled
took
an
that
El Chapo.
personally.
Oh.
People know about him. He hasn't done anything.
Battles. That's like superhero name.
Ron Moore. Is he not around for everything that's happening?
I don't know.
He's also biased because he's like his partner, right? Never mind.
There we go. Now he's gonna take it.
We do. Oh, he doesn't say anything.
That's a nice shot. How the heck did she get her number?
Terrorists.
Spoke for like 5 seconds.
I love how she's like, we're a revolutionary group. And then she just
Mhm.
proceeds to threaten innocent people who have nothing to do with the fight.
Yeah.
With her ability to use Google Docs.
And then you call yourself a revolutionist group. Okay.
Sam uses an iPhone.
As any reasonable person should.
Agreed.
This show is brought to you by Apple.
I mean, if they want to sponsor us, by all means. It's fight time. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be meaningless killing an Avenger. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Avengers don't really exist anymore. Like, at this point.
Yes, I do.
They do?
They do, and they literally saved Earth 3 separate times. Like, come
I thought
on,
the whole
dude.
point. Because he said he had military
Wait.
contracts.
Well,
I swear he's just got the most punchable face. Like, even with right there, when he breaks the door down, you just want to be like, first of all, use the handles. Second of all, you're probably going to get punched.
I guess you don't got to know how to use a door to win a Medal of Honor.
I guess.
You can take the serum real quick.
Wow, you called it.
Was that a
Yeah.
gunshot?
Yeah, that was a gunshot.
Yeah, it was a couple gunshots.
Still doesn't use doors. Do you see
Yo,
what I'm saying?
this
Bro, this
man,
guy, legit,
he's-
we might as well call him Doorman. He just like hates doors. This dude just never wants to use a door handle.
That's ridiculous.
That's 3 doors that have been ripperoni this episode. Wait, he got shot? Or is he just knocked out?
Okay, get knocked out.
Yeah, Dean's way. Oh, will he use that hand? Wait, no, there's no handle on this one. You just push it.
No. No, that's why he didn't even go that way. He's just like, not gonna walk over here. This door's that's what guides him in life.
Doors.
If it has a handle, then he'll smash through it. You know how Flag smashes?
Oh!
Doors. Whoa. That's one heck of a throw.
Oh, wait, did he take the serum?
I would imagine so, because otherwise I don't know how that would be possible.
I feel like they would have shown the serum on screen.
No. I think he's taking it. How, dude? There's
Like,
no,
yeah, that
how
was
does he
like all
generate
the
so
way.
much force to break?
Yeah.
Half the shield is in the wall.
Yeah,
Look at that
no.
power right there.
That's a good point.
He's taking the serum.
Yeah. Probably after that talk he had.
Yeah, he's
Oh
taking
wow,
the
look
serum.
at that. Yeah, he's taking the serum. Oh yeah. These are all super soldiers. That's a good point.
I think we've had enough of Lamar.
No, they're not gonna kill him.
I don't think he makes it out of the episode.
Yeah, I don't think he's leaving, Bucky. Notice, no doors.
Stay there. Ah, they were open. Ooh.
Ooh. That was great. You're welcome.
Ah, Gabe, you might be right, honestly.
He's dead.
Oh,
She killed him.
well, based on the scenes here, it's possible.
Dead, my guy.
I think he's dead. Yeah, he might have hit his head on the edge. That's why. Or maybe dead on impact. I don't know. And then he's gonna go rage mode with the serum. He's no Captain America now. Wait.
Wow, you're right, Gabe. I didn't expect that. Oh, that's like Batman.
It is like Batman. But isn't this just gonna be Captain America just beating?
Holy moly.
Well, Captain America has now beheaded.
Nah, it was his body.
Whatever. This doesn't make it any better. It's all on camera. All he saw was red. And just like that, everything that S.H.I.E.L.D. stood for gone.
I mean, Cap killed a lot of people as well. Not brutally like that.
I think that's the difference, though.
Oh my goodness, that visual right there.
Mhm.
Holy. The bloody shield.
Well, like, yeah, like,
Well,
look at
he
this
snapped.
visual.
He snapped.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely
Is
not
there
going
a
to be
post
Captain
credit?
America anymore.
You guys check just because I'm not on.
I'm not on PC, so I can't check.
Gabe,
Check what?
could you
Yeah.
Is there post credits?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
no, I just checked.
Holy.
What an episode. That
It's
ending,
like,
I did not expect that. Dang. I did not think they would go that far to like. But I guess
Crazy.
that's a good.
So how
enough
many
reason
episodes
to give
are,
him a
like
what-
smashed
Two.
into one? No,
Oh.
how many does it feel like? I mean,
Sorry.
feels like
I thought you were
four
gonna say how many
episodes just
episodes are
got
left.
crammed into one episode right there. Does not feel like it?
Yeah, it's definitely like the show's doing too much.
Jeez,
Like, as far
just
as,
like every 5 minutes.
There's no resting to like let it settle, things settle. But you guys take it away. I'm trying to like. That was just visually speaking, that shot at the end was like really cool.
I guess
Just,
we could
like,
say we
in terms of,
called
like,
it?
very powerful.
Well, I guess like Gabe called it.
yeah.
I guess
No,
I can't remember
well-
who said it exactly. About like no who when they said Walker goes crazy. I can't remember who said that exactly.
Well, not like this. Not like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the way they did it, like it's just it's a lot for a Disney show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Whew.
A lot.
Yeah, I like very, very, very violent. But also, honestly, again, like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
wasn't like a. The only thing what I will say is this: everything preceding this moment of him snapping made no sense because it's like we never saw him behave so irrational like he did in this episode.
Yeah.
Like in all the other episodes, he's introduced as somebody who's got Medal of Honors. He's introduced. I'm talking about John Walker now.
Yeah.
He's introduced as like he's following everything by the book. Like, okay, we can go do this mission, but we have to like do everything by protocol. Blah 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 blah. And then suddenly this episode, like, he just immediately acts like super duper like anxious, just somewhat irrational. But then they do give it a justification of like what sends him over the edge.
No,
and that is the death of his partner.
they didn't explain any of it, but I can explain it away in like my own head.
Okay.
Like okay,
Yeah.
you have been cat for however time has lapsed during all this, and you've done like very little. Like Sam and Bucky clearly don't like respect you
Yeah.
at all, and like you keep giving them these orders, they don't do it. They broke Zemo out, and
There's
like
the guy that
they're
spit in his face too, like when he said, like, "Do you know who I am?"
like they're ahead of you every step of the way. Like you're kind of a loser. You can't fight these people because they're super soldiers and you're not. So like I understand how all that would maybe have them this way,
That's a
but
good point.
But they don't
just don't do
explain
like
it. Yeah, like they just
there's
throw
no
it at
time.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no time to explain it because you got to do so
That's
much.
the issue.
Like
Yeah.
they're
But that's
doing
what I'm saying is like I almost wish that we had like just even something like as simple as like after that scene, like that was a really good callback, Dean, with like when he gets spat on, because I feel like that's kind of like physical representation of like he has no respect, right? Like nobody would spit at Steve Rogers.
No.
So it's almost like if we could have just had some sort of a scene with him, whether it be like in front of a mirror, just something, you know, like classic kind of moment of like just visually to communicate to us that this is something that is like sending him over the edge. Because what I would counteract, right, like your point, like I agree with you, but the issue is that we were not in any point like perceived that this is somebody who's like new to military action or being under high stress or pressure. It's like somebody like he's presented to us as this like super accomplished person in the military, and you'd assume that it's like he's dealt with many stressful situations.
Just to
I don't
okay.
I don't think it's I'm sorry.
He's in a military and he's in a military where it's like the Avengers exist. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
that's what I was gonna say. I don't think it's the fact that like he can't deal with not being like the top guy. I think he could deal with that. I just don't think he can deal with it not being a level playing field. Where like, hey, like I am now Cap. Like I am like the symbol. Like people are supposed to look up to me and like respect me. But you can't even fight these people because they all have superpowers. Like you like, and you're just you. But like,
that's
and
why
yeah, you
I
have
think...
to.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done.
No.
My bad. I was just gonna say, like, just to piggyback off that, like, I think that's why, like, when I said that they didn't, like, did he take, like, when I was questioning whether he took the serum, like, I think that moment is what they were building up to. That whole conversation is what they're building up to. I feel like if they just did, like, almost, like, 3-minute, 4-minute scene of, like, what Max said, like, in front of a mirror, we see him take it. Before he takes it, we might get a little bit more information on, like, his backstory, on how he's anxious, like, whatever. Like, a little bit of extra detail, and watching him take that serum, I think would have been a lot more impactful to see him like go over the edge, like, oh, I can finally do it, like I'm finally strong enough to fight. And then just as he's finally strong enough, his partner dies.
If the Snyder Cut taught us anything, it's that more time like helps sometimes, right? Like not this much more time, you know, for Snyder Cut level.
Yeah, no, I just think as far as like, sorry to interrupt you, but like I think you're right in the sense of like the issue with the show as a whole is that there's just so many things all introduced, and they're like, and then this happens, and then this happens, and it's like, can we just have like one moment to like let this settle? Like you need to like give a moment of like let the information come through, and so that like it has more impact. Because like I personally I did not expect for them to kill off Hoskins. Like I was very surprised by that.
I felt like they were leading to that, like during this episode. I'm not talking about prior, like when all these conversations are like happening, you know, would you take the serum? And then I wouldn't call it foreshadowing, but when I said, hey, he's not making it out of the episode, that's when it clicked. I'm like, oh, this guy's about to die.
Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised, but what I will say is that when you like in the context of the show, that's the thing that would like send him over the edge, because we see that him and Hoskins are really close, and we see how even like multiple times in this episode, we see how he speaks to Bucky and says like, your partner's in there. Like you could see that to him it's very important, like to take care of your partner, because it's like that's the person who you got to look out for.
Well, he has a different background, right? Like Afghanistan and everything, like what they went through together
because of his military background and everything, right?
Yeah.
So to me it's like I almost like get why he snaps. Of course, like the method by which, like what he does afterwards, that had to be obviously kind of a tip of the cap to Civil War, right? Like when Captain America sticks the shield into Tony's chest but doesn't like go all the way. right?
Yeah.
Like it's a similar thing, right? Like visually, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming here it's like, okay, John Walker goes
You
all the
just,
way
yeah,
where
you
it's
don't
like,
think he'd go that far over the edge though, where he's just brutally murdering this person. Like you see a balance, okay, balance. We'll put in quotation marks of like, he cares about the job and his position, but he clearly has the priorities like where his partner comes before everything. But it's like you don't. I just didn't expect him to brutally murder the person, regardless of who they are, in the middle of the street wearing the Captain America uniform. You know, like
And
there's
just,
certain
dude,
repercussions with that.
showing the blood, it's crazy.
Yeah, and that
Have we?
too.
yeah,
I don't know if we've seen like we've seen like
no, we've
alien
seen blood before,
But
for
not
sure.
like
Have
Yeah,
that.
yeah, of course, not
Set
like
up like
that.
that.
Like where they close in on it and like,
Wait,
but we've definitely seen like characters like after explosions and
yeah.
stuff like that with like blood.
yeah,
marks
yeah,
and
like
things
blood
that.
dripping. Yes, 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 yes. But
Yeah.
like that, like, well, this is different. I think.
Do
I'm
you
not
think
talking-
it's the serum?
I'm saying the visually, it's really like effective. You know what I mean? Like it was very brutal. Like that shot at the end
Mhm.
where they pan out and he's holding the shield and it's got that blood splatter on it. Like that was like wow. But what I would say that again, like I like his character arc in terms of like how they the things early in the episode didn't make sense, but like the latter half, like I liked how impactful all that, like it's almost like it makes sense. Like could you not see other people, like, because people will draw the comparison to like Steve Rogers, but I would ask, like, if Tony killed Bucky, right,
Mm-hmm.
how would Steve have acted?
Well, we don't. I mean, we don't
Yeah.
know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That it's an interesting, like, because people will jump to the conclusion of, oh, John Walker. Like, I agree that he went too far, but I'm saying it's like, it's almost like in the context of, look how far Steve went for Bucky, even though Bucky has committed murder multiple times, and yet he would still defend him because it's like, oh, you weren't like, you weren't in control. But yet here we could see that John Walker goes over the edge, and it's like, I think that it was a really good
Maybe last
style
like
of
15
like
minutes
presenting
though.
that.
I disagree. The only reason I disagree is because like I think it was still, I think it was impactful not because they built it up, but I think it was impactful because it was unexpected. Like I think there's a difference there because I don't like look at the scene, like I look at the scene and go like, holy, like this is a Disney show, like and also on top of that, like I didn't expect that to happen. I don't look at it and go, wow, like that's like that like hurts me emotionally. You know, when you like connect with a character and like you appreciate the show and everything, like certain shows will have you feeling a certain emotion for characters. Like I didn't feel anything other than, wow, I can't believe that just happened. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, other than that, there was no impact on that moment. Like, we almost called it from the start where it's like it's erratic. It's like, it just didn't make sense. And even though at the end he had this like crazy brutal murder, it's just kind of like, wow, rather than like, oh, I kind of like, I can see where he's like, how he went off the edge. Like, there was no impact for me on that moment.
Well, I mean, we can see how it's just so sped up. The entire process is just has to be sped
I
up.
said this show is like on fast forward.
Yeah, but I think that's the biggest thing that hurts it. It's like it's this fast forward because it's hard to just feel or like appreciate the show for everything it's doing when it's doing so much. You're like, okay, well, I can't even appreciate it. We're on to the next thing already. You know?
I would love to be like a fly on the wall on why this has to be 6 episodes at the time of episodes that they are. So like, there's an easy solution to this. Like
It could be also stuff with like lockdowns and stuff, like with everything going on in the world. Like, because I heard
no,
like
but
this
it
show's
was
been,
this
like,
was
in the
6
process-
episodes before like all
Really?
this.
Like,
Yeah?
months ago.
Yeah, it's no, like years.
Years,
This has
yeah.
always been this has always been 6. And
Really?
and WandaVision was 9. So like,
Hmm.
and even then, like, film all
But
the
to
same
be fair, as
stuff.
far as the time is concerned, I think the show is going to have just as much like cumulatively because these episodes are longer.
Sure,
than
but
one.
it
Yeah,
feels like they're
yeah.
pushing it all together still.
Yeah, but yeah, like, so why not like separate it so that each episode has a little bit more time to breathe? Like,
Yeah, agreed. It should. Again, I know that what the problem is that I can see already people critiquing our point here because we're gonna say like, well, with WandaVision, you guys complained that there wasn't enough happening with every episode, and here you're
Never
complaining
complained
about
about that.
too much.
I
But
never complained about that.
well, I remember
I did.
specifically bringing up at least
Yeah.
1 or 2 episodes where it felt like nothing happened. But I do agree that this show has very weird pacing. Aside from the Walker thing, let's talk about some other stuff that happened during this episode. Action on point, like always, right?
Can we talk about Baron Zemo? Yeah, no, the action's still
Sure.
great.
Sure.
Zemo's
Talk about
great.
Action.
Yeah, I
Go
love
ahead.
Zemo.
Man, I hope Zemo continues in something. I hope he gets his own show.
I was literally about to say the same thing. I hope
Where
he
he,
gets
where he
his
goes
own
around
show.
giving candy to children in other countries. No, like
Oh
Anthony
my
Bourdain.
God.
No.
The opinions expressed by
No.
opinions of this were-
I'm just like I mean
I'm
like
just
an
gonna-
Anthony.
I'm just gonna walk away on that one.
I didn't
my
mean it
guy.
in no weird
you,
way.
You can jump on that grenade. Listen,
No,
I know.
dude.
I
All I
admire
mean,
Steve Rogers, but I'm not jumping on that.
all
one.
I'm saying is like an
That's
Anthony
funny.
Bourdain type show where he goes around like eating with kids, like in a nice, friendly way. Come on, man. That's you're being
okay.
creepy. Zemo's cool.
Being creepy. This was your line, dude.
Yo,
I'm
the
so
context.
confused.
Obviously, they didn't do it in a creepy way. I don't mean it like that. Come on, man. No, but Zemo's
They
great.
did do it in a creepy way.
He wasn't being creepy with the
That
kids.
was weird. Still, that was so like out of the blue. Like to me, his entire character arc is like so strange. Like as far as like the guy that we saw in Civil War who was like, I am Baron Zemo, very calculated, da da da. And then this dude is like super swag. Hey, you want some tea?
Well, I
Hey,
think that's his
Turkish
outward
delight.
persona, but I don't think that's like he's still calculated. Like he went to the kids with the candies because he knew that that's the easiest way to get the information, and he's probably
I'm
grew
not-
up on this
I-
like in this area, you know.
I'm just saying like it's just like seeing it, it's like seeing a very calculated dude who's like not like you're comparing it like where the personality that he had in Civil War was much more like nihilistic and
Yeah.
very like no room for like
Barely saw
error.
him in Civil War. Like he was in a few scenes and that was
But
about it.
we see like when he orders like the food, remember? It was almost like very like clockwork. The plans, like how he approaches everything, how he even talked. It was a lot more like the rhythm of his persona was like different. I don't know, for at least
I
for
get
me.
it. Yeah, I get it.
No,
But
I get
do
it
like
too.
Zemo. I think that Zemo is like a huge standout of the show for sure. What else? What else did you guys like about the episode?
I was happy to see Sam's sister back a little bit because like
Mhm.
that was such an important part like in the first episode, and then it just like falls by the wayside because we go do superhero
There's
stuff.
too
and I get it.
much. There's just too much going on. That's really
Yeah,
what
no,
it is, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a lot.
right. Like
Okay, what about this? So here's one thing that I have a problem with. This like back and forth of like, oh, Carly's bad, but she's not. Oh, she's good. Like the idea of like, oh, she's a tragic hero, which again could be because of the show being like or tragic villain that like not taking enough time, but it's like you literally called up Sam's sister, who's not involved with this in any way, shape, or form, threatened to kill her
And her family.
young children,
yeah.
and then you go, "Oh yeah, I just wanted to find out who you are." Like you
Mhm.
can't, like, bro, you,
And she-
like
yeah.
you can't. It's like because the thing I have an issue with is that the show is framing it as Look at Carly. She's like being this very like, oh well, the reason why she's doing this is because of like the issues that she suffered and like economic disparity and blah blah blah. But then they shift over to John Walker and they're like, but he's really brutal because he just went and killed a dude because his partner was killed. It's like,
I mean,
no,
if you're saying brutal,
they're both wrong. They're both wrong.
Yeah.
Walker's wrong and Carly's wrong, and they're
Yes,
both wrong.
But I guess
Yes.
like the issue is we see the struggle within Carly, like where she wants to do it, yeah, but she does like struggle with it internally a little bit. It seems like it at least.
I mean, we saw it
Yeah.
with the conversation with Sam, right?
Yeah, and you know she asked the other flag smasher, oh,
And then
should we make more of us?
and then she organizes a drop to try to kill Captain America.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that was
but, like,
after she got like the whole. Well, you have to also remember that when they're talking, Sam and her, like she's in a fragile state because he's coming unarmed, right? She thinks of him as an enemy. It's already wired in her brain like that, and he's trying to come and talk. And then when they come in barging in like that, like it it messes with her head, especially because she was like that. You saw like she was like questioning her behavior, and when she saw the way Sam brought the logic back around, she realized a little bit, and then we weren't getting there fully yet, and then she got stormed in on, and then it was like, okay, back into wired mode.
And so what you're telling me is that it takes a 3-minute conversation for it to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be blowing up buildings with innocent lives inside of it just because I want to prove my point. Like,
I
do
don't
you see what I mean? Like,
Dude,
okay,
she's
if
still the show's villain.
If she's
yeah,
that
I still
dumb,
agree with you.
okay, like, sure. But to me, the problem is that it's like, just commit. Like, she's the bad guy. Enough of this, like, oh, but is she though? Like, because she's kind of not really it's like, no, she's the bad guy. Like, she and Walker clearly are kind of like, even though they represent completely different things, right? Like, they're on the opposite spectrums. They're actually the same character.
Yeah, I
right?
agree with
Where
that.
they're like, they each want to accomplish the goal by any means. Like, that's ultimately what it comes down to. So let's not wishy-washy the idea that it's like, well, Carly, not really. She's like, you can justify her action. It's like, well,
I mean,
you could make the same case for John Walker.
Well, they're the villains, and you got this from the internet, not from us. Like, I don't think either one of us said that Carly's like super empathetic.
No, I'm saying I got that from the show. The show presents her as like somebody who's like, she's not really the villain. Like, did she need to do that? Like, they keep doing these little, like, her conversations with one of the flag smashers who's like, you got to realize that heroes nowadays got to get their hands dirty. Yeah. It's like, bro, what world do you live in? You can go back to any time period, anybody who we consider hero. That's why everything that happens in the real world happens as well, where it's like, in retroactively, we're like, hey, maybe they weren't such a good person after all. So it's like, to try to like color it like that, to me, just make no sense. Like, to me, it's just somewhat like inconsistent and lazy.
Yeah. Speaking of inconsistent, I don't want any more Wakanda Titans. I hope this was the Wakanda episode, and like, I hope they don't come back. Like, that's
they have to be back because they're hunting down Zemo, right?
Zemo,
because he's running away from them.
Yeah, we don't know where Zemo is. Hopefully, I don't know, man.
Well, he has to appear, right?
It does feel like it's so out of place. Like, it does feel like I understand. Like, there's always a reason why they're in the show, but it feels so misplaced.
I don't know. I actually kind of like that. The people of Wakanda. It was Dora. Did we get any other names? I don't think so. Right? Was it just Dora?
No. Dora is the like, it's like a police force or something. That's what they're called. The Dora something.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not the character's name.
Wakanda forever. My bad.
Wakanda forever.
My bad. Okay, sorry. I made a Dora the Explorer joke. My bad.
Oh God.
Okay. But the Dora, like, actually, to me, because it's almost like, remember how in Civil War, like, Black Panther chases him down all the time to like bring him to justice. Like, we can see that to them, it's like, you got to be brought to justice. And so it's almost like as soon as they find out, they seem to be more motivated than any other, like, more than the U.S. to bring him back in, right? Like, you don't see anybody from the U.S. like, hey, we should really bring this dude back in. Like, they're the ones who are like actually like,
but
it's like,
trust Sam and Bucky to bring him back.
He blew up the entire like.
How many times could he have escaped, and he only escaped just at the end there when the Wakandans found him? He could have left when they got out of the handcuffs long time ago.
He feels comfortable with Sam and Bucky. Like, he knows that they probably like want to like lock him up. These guys, like, he's not so worried about them. He's there sitting there drinking, eating candy, making tea. He doesn't care. He feels comfortable with them.
Well, that's only because he has leverage.
Oh yeah, because he knows that they need him. The Dora don't need him. They don't care.
They're not gonna kill him because Black Panther didn't kill him. He said you're gonna serve justice. Remember, because he wanted to take his own life. Remember, he was like in Civil War. He was gonna kill himself. And then Black Panther stops him, and he's like, no, you're gonna like be brought to justice.
Yeah, you're gonna serve your time.
I don't think they want to kill him. I think they want to just
lock him up.
Like,
I don't think he wants to be. Yeah, I don't think he wants to be locked up permanently either.
Wow, I hate to break it to you. You caused an international accident. I'm getting locked up, my dude. Like,
oh, that's funny.
Just a bit of there.
So what
Were you
what do we think?
surprised though that the door looked like they were trying to kill Walker and
No,
Hoskins?
they got in the way. Nope, they got in the
They
way. I
weren't-
don't think they
weren't
cared at
trying to
all.
kill him. Yeah, they weren't
Bro,
trying to kill him.
Bro!
the only reason why Bucky started interfering was because he was like, "Bro, are you about to kill these dudes?"
And the same with
Before that,
Sam.
they were just standing there. They weren't getting into the fight. But then when they were like, she was gonna drive that spear right through him. Like I was a little like, "Hey,
We
what
keep
did they
calling
say
it.
to you?"
We keep calling it Dora. Apparently, it's Danya. It's Danya Milan or something. I mean, I don't know. We're sorry.
No, Max is sorry. What do you mean? I haven't said the
Wakanda
name
forever,
once.
Wakanda forever. My bad. My
No,
bad.
I'll
Max,
ask
you
one
jump
guy.
on that grenade.
What do we think?
Yeah.
What do we think for next week? We have 2 episodes left.
Well, Walker
gotta-
has to be stripped of his like that video is probably gonna go viral around the world, and then the U.S. is gonna look like this
Yeah,
awful,
and he's
awful
gonna
like
lose.
country, right?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's the problem with giving just giving anybody the title of Captain America, right?
Dude, but if I'm a super soldier, you ain't taking the shield. Come try to take it. Who's gonna take it? Bucky, I guess. Who else?
Yeah,
But that's the thing. I don't think he will hesitate to give it up because the
I don't
thing
think
is
so
like
either.
I think that he is so loyal to like the military. Like he represents like traditional like military industrial complex. That's why she said she needs to kill him so that then it's like a signal or a symbol or whatever it is, right?
Okay.
Like that's in her mind, right?
First of all, I don't think he just gives it up. Like that doesn't seem within his character.
I think he won't, but to me the question is like are they going to go the route of he's going to go crazy because of the serum?
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
good
part of it. No,
question.
but even
why
then,
would he? Because this
Yeah,
serum is
everyone
like the
else is
optimized
perfect.
version.
okay,
Yeah.
sure,
Who's,
sure.
like-
But, well, he's also just a little unchained on his own. Like we've seen that.
Well,
But
go ahead.
let's pretend he does just like give the shield up.
Okay.
Then he's still some super soldier. He can't just be allowed to just go back into the population like
yeah,
this.
yeah. He's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be.
yeah.
Well, dude, he has to be.
The
Like,
U.S. might
he
turn on
needs to
him.
be now brought. Like, even though
He
yes,
murdered
killed-
someone.
Yeah, like straight up murdered in
yes,
another country.
especially because it's like there is no direct crimes that we've seen that specific flag smasher committed.
I mean,
So-
I think regardless, one way or the other.
Here's the story: had he killed Carly, I don't think he gets in trouble.
Does for
I-
doing that
Because-
exact same.
because you
No,
killed
no,
somebody
Carly.
who just killed an American asset. Like that's it. Like you.
Yeah, no, dude, but you don't get to just kill people just because they killed someone.
But it's like
No,
a
Carly is
terrorist
different
military
because
thing.
she's the head in the face of the like the
No,
terrorist
Carly's
group.
different because she killed Hoskins.
Well,
That's
that
why
too-
Carly's different.
Well, no. I'm saying in the eyes of like the world. I'm saying in like the eyes of the U.S. It would be
I'm
Carly.
talking about in the eyes of the law. Like he would get away with it, but now he needs to be held accountable. Like he needs to be put on a trial, and he'll probably be put in jail or something like that. I'm guessing that he most likely has to in some way. I wouldn't be surprised if they do end up using him in like a Thunderbolts type show, right? Where it's like Zemo convinces him to work with him, and then you got Walker and Zemo, and like you set up a separate little crew there. That would be not surprising to me. Aside from that, like as far as what I expect for the rest of the show, we need to see the play out. Like now, here's what's going to happen. She's probably now going to be even more ruthless because it's like now she saw Captain America kill one of the flag smashers brutally. That's the other thing is that she kills Hoskins arguably accidentally, right? Because it's like she was trying to stab.
She didn't mean to. They all stopped it when it happened.
Yeah, and she
like-
Yeah.
looked remorseful.
But she
kind
did
of.
have intent to kill Cap. So let's
Yes.
also keep
Yes.
that in mind.
Mhm.
But it's like so it looked like she didn't mean to kill him, and so she will look at it like it will be presented as like, oh, she wasn't malicious with her actions, whereas like you clearly saw that Walker was like, you're dead, dude. Like he was, because he could have stopped, right? Like he could have just knocked out the dude.
Oh yeah, he was gonna
and
kill him
whatever.
for sure.
Like yeah, so he like clearly killed him. So he probably loses the shield. That's my guess, right?
Yeah.
He gets locked up, and then but at the same time we have to see maybe as he's like locked up and being transferred to the US or something, maybe that's where the flag smashers will attack again. because
Jeez.
now maybe she's motivated to kill him just out of like vengeance, right?
Dude, like I really don't think he just gives up the shield, man. Like it. It
So you
wouldn't
think
make
he
so
becomes
much.
the bad guy fully of the show, even though he has been the bad guy
Well,
since
not-
the
yeah,
first
not I don't know
Since-
about
yeah,
the bad guy.
since the start.
I don't know about the bad guy of the show, but
Yeah.
I definitely feel that he's something that needs to be handled.
It's probably gonna be an
like-
anti-hero.
Dude, again, like if no, I don't think there's any hero. I think it's just anti. Like,
I think
look
there
at
is a
him.
You
hero.
don't think Sam or Bucky are
I think
like
Sam
heroes,
and
like
Bucky
actual?
are
No.
actual
I mean
heroes.
him. I mean Will Walker. He's not an
Oh,
anti-hero.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
he's
he's
just
just
evil. I guess.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what-
I don't even call
Well,
it
I
evil,
mean,
but-
if it's not, if it's not a hero, you know.
Well, again, it doesn't seem. I don't think he's just giving the shield up. I think it needs to be taken somehow. And
Do you think he becomes
we'll-
USA agent, or do you think he becomes like just like
He will be
a
USA
second?
eventually.
You think so? So you think they transition
Because-
his role over?
because the thing is, I could see like you see like this show because of how Marvel does everything. Like you get USA agent, you get Zemo,
Yep.
but like if we start talking about the highlights of the show, like as far as like because even though John Walker was hated from episode 2, just
one.
or was it one?
One.
The very end of one.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. It ends on it. Yes,
Yeah.
with the smile. With
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
real smile. You're right. Yes, ever since episode 1, he was hated, but he is like a super memorable character. So I don't see them just like kind of like tossing him to the side and never to be seen again. So I think he will be part of like a Thunderbolts type team with Zemo. So he'll be probably USA agent going forward. Just because again, I would argue, and by the way, guys, we will take questions from chat, super chats, all that stuff. I don't want to seem like we're ignoring you guys. We're just like talking amongst ourselves, and then we'll bring up a couple points as well. But I just think that he will most likely, I like again, unless if he just goes insane, like you said, Gabe. To me, I would just question like in terms of like you know what? Maybe I could see a rationale where he doesn't want to give up the shield until he brings the rest of the Flag Smashers to justice.
Or
Do you know what I
murder.
mean? Yeah. Well, in his mind, justice would be to murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I agree with that. So maybe that is the under which he's like, I'm not going to give this up until I take them down. That's possible, right? Anything else you guys wanted to bring up before we
I was
take...
just gonna ask you guys the rating on the episode.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
we haven't done that yet.
Go ahead.
No,
Dean?
I mean it's you.
Dean? Dean?
No,
Thumbs
no,
up,
it's
thumbs
you.
down,
He
rating?
said it was you.
Okay. I'll give this. I liked
I'm conflicted, to be honest.
some of the stuff. I'm thinking back as far as like what happened at the start of the episode. What was in the first half? Because like I can't remember it at all.
Yeah.
What was the first half?
Well, first half was Zemo giving
With
them
the
candy.
Candy, yeah.
Yeah,
candy.
that's true.
They're
And not-
irresistible.
I can't seem to remember anything else. I swear. I don't know
the
why.
candy's, the candy is
Yeah.
so irresistible. It's all we can remember.
I will say it's still a thumbs up for me. So thumbs up as far as thumbs up, thumbs down. or
Yeah.
thumbs
He's
in the
like,
middle.
I'm not yet.
And then a rating, and then a rating.
Oh, we are doing ratings. Dang it.
I'll give it. I think that this week's episode, for whatever it's worth, that last sequence was very powerful. I think it's very exciting to like what's next now in the show. Even though we can definitely criticize a lot of stuff, but I would say that I give it like a 7.5 because I think it's better than last week's.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly where I'm at. Like, I'm like Dean. Like, I feel conflicted because, like, I feel like I'm the one that like points out flaws. Like, more like it sounds like I don't like the show,
Yeah.
but I do. It's like stylistically, it's like my type of show.
But
like,
Gabe, if we watch the show and like if everything was, oh my goodness, and then he did this, it was incredible. It's like
yeah.
like I know that that's what people who are like super mega Marvel fanboys want to hear, but at the same time, like I feel like it's good that you bring up stuff.
Yeah,
that is like
because
logical
I do.
stuff.
I like the show like a lot. Like to me, this is like a 7.5 still. Last week's I think was like a 6.5. So this is like a step up, and I think that there's a lot of cool stuff set up that they can maybe like slow things down a little bit, even though it's the second to last episode. So I don't foresee them slowing down at all. But if they take a couple of moments, maybe make
There's
the
not
next
much.
episode-
There's not that much to pay off left, right? Like they got to just power broker and like wrap up the Carly. that. So
But
that's
even
it.
when you
So
introduce
maybe
Power
2
Broker,
episodes.
at that point, at that point in the show, it's gonna be like, okay,
No,
well,
no,
what
no.
was the point?
I don't. I think that the way Power Broker is introduced at the last episode, like at
To
the
like
very
going,
end, like
okay,
here's
like
the person
yeah.
behind, like who's been trying to get to Carly. So like
Mm,
Carly most likely, I think, makes it alive out of the show.
hmm
I would
You
imagine.
think
I don't
so?
know.
You
I
think
don't
so?
think so. I don't think so.
You
Look,
think they're
I
gonna
don't.
kill the?
Well, hold on. I don't know about life or death, but I think that she's no longer in play, like for any like.
Yeah,
future
like I
stuff.
think she'll either be
But-
locked up or something like.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see her again.
Yeah, I think she's just for
dead.
the show.
Dead. I don't know, but I don't believe that she will be in another Marvel property
Mm.
after this.
Hmm. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Dean, what were you gonna give it?
Thumbs up, and I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I was very like conflicting between giving it a 6.5 or a 7, but I think I do have to give it a 7 only because like the fighting sequence was great. Zemo was just too amazing this episode, so he already bumps it up. And then the finale for sure. I think those three things like all together is really what bumped the score up for the most part.
We gotta
Okay.
see a little bit more focus on Sam. By the way, the show's called Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Literally.
And like Sam is like, not that I don't care about him because I do, but there's like the focus has been on so many other things that I want to see a little bit more.
Did you see that meme? It was like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Zemo and like
And Sharon, yeah.
Sharon and like all these. It's like it just keeps going. It's like okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, again, I guess episode 1 was kind of our like big like, hey, here's the story like for these 2 title characters, and we'll
But
see.
if
We'll
you
see
had
what the
told
rest
me
of the
that
show-
this is the direction the show was going at episode 1, I would have like not believed you. It just didn't make sense for episode 1 that this is
Captain-
where we're
well,
gonna
Cap-
be.
Guys, by episode 4, Captain America is gonna brutally murder someone. There's gonna be blood all over the
yeah,
shield.
on a
Er-
public fountain in the middle of
Yeah,
town
Everyone's
square.
in
And
a,
And you're
Oh,
like, I
okay.
thought this was Falcon and Winter Soldier. Dang.
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. All right, let's run through some questions, guys. Fire some questions, some of your own theories, comments. We're gonna go on ahead and address those.
Please
Let me
read the
just-
donations.
yeah, I'll run through some of the donos. Johan Odinson, thank you so very much for the 199 saying watching whilst not watching along. Sounds good. I mean, I guess you could watch this as an archive. Shadow Trek says he's the disgrace, referring to John Walker here. He's the disgrace to that shield and what Steve Rogers stood for. He's the complete opposite of Captain America and Steve. I think that's a pretty like
Astute.
yeah, like I think
That's
that's
spot
what we
on.
brought up as well. Yeah. I don't think Cap would have killed Tony because that's not who he is. Oh, that was in reference of like when I said like what
Yeah.
if Tony had killed Bucky, yes. But again, I'm just saying like it's an interesting thing in terms of like what sends him over the edge, right? Because it's like Cap killed people during
Out of
World War. It's not
necessity.
like he's like, oh yeah, above killing, you know?
He's not above
And-
killing,
and
but he's
so
above
did-
killing like that.
Yeah, brutally. Yeah, of course. But because it's almost like the stuff that happens, like literally the show opens up with Sam murdering like I don't know how many people. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like those guys are dead with the
Uh,
squirrel suits. If you're
Oh,
80 miles
yeah,
an
yeah,
hour,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
running
No,
the
no, they're
mountain,
dead. They're dead. They're
you're
dead.
dead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know
They're
what I'm
gone. They're gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
so it's not like killing is the thing here. Like these heroes kill. It's just how and under what circumstances.
Yeah.
Right.
Max,
Yeah.
I know the spirit of Wanda memes lives on.
Oh God.
Hmm.
So I just sent you something here on Discord. If you, I don't know if you want to show it, if you think it's funny or appropriate.
Hmm.
Um,
I'll show it in a second just because it's probably gonna make the Discord
It
freeze.
will.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm doing window capture.
All right.
Justin says, "What the heck was that last scene? I just watched it. It was insane." Like the
Whew.
thing I will say is that, like exactly Gabe said it. Like, never ever would I have expected to see a scene like that on Disney Plus. Like that was
Yeah.
like whoa, very taken aback for sure. That was the most like impactful scene in the show for sure. Justin says, "But how come it was different when the government killed the other member?" When did the
What?
government? Oh, the first time, right? Because they did kill a flag.
Yeah, but at the same time, like that's
Hmm,
like
go
they
ahead.
blew up a building. Like, and they
No,
killed.
no. They're talking about at the very start of the show. Remember when oh gosh, what is his name? The guy who's going to become the new Falcon.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the Hispanic
oh.
kid. Yeah.
Remember there was a
Yeah.
flag smasher there and he gets killed.
Is it something Reyes? I might be making that
Right,
up
yeah.
completely.
Was it Reyes?
I honestly,
Chat,
I remember the one who knocked down like the lamppost, but I don't know the one you're talking about in that scene.
No, the kid in the beginning that like he bought Sam lunch and or a drink, and Sam said, "I'll get you on the next one."
He's dead?
No.
No.
Oh.
He
No,
was
he's fine.
He was where was that crime? Was that Sweden or where were they?
Like, I know
I
the
don't
scene
know,
you're
dude.
talking about. I just didn't realize a flag smasher died there.
I think they killed him, didn't they?
I thought they got away because like they were fighting, and then he just that one guy got knocked out, and that was the end of the scene.
It's Torres.
It's Torres.
Yeah. So okay, so I guess did he get killed?
I thought the
No,
first
it's
one
like-
that died was the one who pushed the lamppost over. That was what I understood. Like on the airstrip.
Oh, you're right.
I
at
think
the
that was the
airport.
first. That
You're
was the
absolutely
first death.
correct.
And like
You're
Walker were
absolutely correct.
and just barely missed them. But they're
Yes.
classified as a terrorist group, so I feel like when it comes to like U.S. versus them, it's one thing, and like that's why I say it's a big deal that he brutally murdered them in that fashion, because it flips the narrative now. It makes the U.S. look like the group that's, like
Yeah.
that's brutally like murdering people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that will be kind of the justification of where like the US government will be telling him like, hey,
probably.
you just created a PR nightmare. We don't know how to deal with this. So take off the shield. You're losing.
Yeah,
Like
you're straight.
that's their
There's
only way
no
to, like,
logical.
save it.
There's no other logical explanation other than he has to be stripped. Like,
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, good. Justin also does remind us that at the start there was the Bucky and Wakanda scene, which was actually really cool. I
Oh,
like
true,
that
true.
scene as
Yeah,
well.
that was a good one.
Just because we didn't really get to see a whole lot of like Bucky's time in Wakanda, so I think that was really cool that we like get, even though it's like such a. That's what we keep saying, like where it's like it's
That's
such
what
a
Walker
small
should have
scene.
gotten.
Yeah, but it's like it's impactful because it's like, oh, okay, now we know like how the heck did Bucky just stop being like connected,
Brainwashed.
mind controlled by these like by the sequence of words, right? So I think that was definitely
Very
cool to
good
see.
point. Very good point.
The person who bought Sam lunch will be the new Falcon, and Isaiah's
Yeah.
grandson will be Patriot. Okay, I mean I
That's
think
a
we're
prediction.
that's like way ahead, so we'll see. Carly will be the new Winter Soldier. I think that there's no chance that happens.
And then,
I mean, I guess that'd be kind of crazy though, because considering
Who's
he
that-
doesn't want to be called Winter Soldier anymore.
who's brainwashing her? Or she's just not brainwashed. She just
Well, she's arguably already there. She doesn't require the brain.
No, she's not. Yeah. All right.
You know, so it could be possible. Tristan Pena says, if you listen closely, you can hear Lamar's chest get completely broken. Wow, that's brutal.
Well, I don't. You could see it visually. You don't
He
need to
died
hear
as
it.
soon as he got punched in the chest. He
Yeah.
doesn't die when he hits the pillar.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
it seemed
thanks
like.
for-
I wasn't sure.
I like that there's somebody in the chat who felt like we needed to know that detail. Hey, by the way, guys, if you were questioning Tristan Pena, are you
How
like
he
a
dies.
lawyer? This dude sounds like a lawyer, like trying to explain, like, well, actually, he died from the initial impact. It wasn't the pillar that killed him. Sadie Naru asked us, do you think the Wakandans will appear again? I think they will.
I think they will.
Probably. I hope not though.
Yeah, I hope not either.
Hey, haters.
No,
Yeah,
it's just,
actually
dude, like it's just a lot. It's just a
No,
lot.
just pure hater. Yeah, I agree with Gabe.
I think I actually think that they make sense. Like, as long as they keep like that kind of a purpose for like, they're literally the ones who are like, hey guys, you remember this Zemo guy? Like, I know he's super charismatic and Dance is funny and all that, but like he kind of blew up a building. We might want to bring him back in. So it's like, I feel like there's somebody that
being a good dancer lets you get
But
away with a lot.
this show doesn't happen without Zemo, so.
kind of.
No, the show doesn't happen without Zemo. It's Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Zemo, okay? Get it right.
And
Okay.
Sharon.
And Sharon.
Yeah, who might be the power broker. DX Swayze Ops says Sam might take Carly under his wing, get it? As they both have a connection and trust each other. And it will be like
She's-
how Cap took.
She's murdered so many people.
That's not
And
like,
threaten his family.
no,
I don't think
yeah.
that's happening. That's not happening.
Hey, oh, remember that time when you said that you're gonna kill my sister and all her babies? Yeah, I kind of forgive you for that one. Let's just,
Let's
I'll
just
make
be
you.
friends.
That's not happening.
Here, I got something for you guys. This comes from ScreenRant.com.
Okay. go ahead.
Episode 5 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier is reportedly 1 hour long.
I don't
It's like-
believe this. I don't
Yeah,
believe
we
this
always
anymore.
get
I
told
don't
the same
believe this.
stuff.
I don't believe because I swear, like these people who post these news stories, it's like they literally. I remember specifically IGN, like a bunch of places reporting on WandaVision having an hour-long episode, this and that. That never happened. So
This one's
I
close.
don't
This one's already close to an hour. So I don't know, man. Maybe.
I don't believe it. Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
All right.
Do we? Okay, before we wrap up, do we have a prediction for who the power broker might be? Do you want to like throw a name out there? Do you think it'll be just a brand new character altogether we've never seen, or do you think it will be somebody whom like we've heard of?
I think it's a new character.
I think it's a new character as well.
Or Sharon. I said that jokingly once, but I kind of like it.
She's always surrounded by guards and guns and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most likely it'll probably. I was trying to think. I'm like, who else could maybe make sense here? But
John Krasinski.
It's Mr. Fantastic. Big twist. He's a bad guy. That would be interesting. Yeah, I think it probably would be.
Or
a
wait,
brand new
what
character.
what if it's Mephisto?
Mephisto.
That would be one heck of a twist. They're like, well, we told you in WandaVision. There we go.
The power broker's
shows up.
Mephisto. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
When this happens next week, I'm the only one that called it.
I think we don't see power broker. But yeah. Aside from that, anything else you guys want to bring up? You good?
No,
Gabe?
I think we talked
Dean?
about everything.
Okay. So, ladies and gents, with
Well,
that
hold
in
on.
mind,
Hold on. Can I interrupt you? One
Whoa,
thing.
whoa.
Can we
Go
talk about how amazing Dean's hair looks this week? Because we hardly ever see it.
Mm.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. No. Keep it on.
Wow, that's a lot of hair, bro. So, with Dean's hair in mind, thank you guys so very much for watching this week's Falcon Winter Soldier watch along. Once again, just to clarify, no, unfortunately, we did not capture or record last week's reaction, so we have done it. It was just over on the Blitzwinger Discord page, so we did it live, and yeah, my bad. I honestly did not realize how many of you guys actually enjoy watching these shows along with us, so we do appreciate you guys tuning on in, and we will be doing the next 2 episodes live, just like this format has been for episodes 1, 2, and 4. With that all in mind, Gabe, let people know where they and what you've been playing lately. What have you been playing lately?
Oh,
bro?
dude,
Outriders?
Outriders is so good.
There you go.
It's so good. It has flaws, but it's
And Monster Hunter, I think, right? You played
Oh, yeah,
Monster
Monster Hunter's awesome.
Which
too.
one?
Beat
The one on the
that.
Switch or the?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
the new
My
one.
friend.
I've been streaming both Monster Hunter Rise and Outriders over on Here Be Gabe YouTube. Follow me on Twitter if you want to know when we go live. And we do all types of fun stuff over there.
And Dean, let people know where they can find you and what you've been up to. I think you started streaming again. I saw, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago you
I
streamed.
started streaming again. Yep. So on YouTube, you can find me at youtube.com/unlimitedmagic, and you can find me on Twitch, YouTube. Wow, to say the same thing. Twitch.tv/unlimitedmagic. I've been streaming Valorant. I'm gonna be streaming Tarkov. I have a couple friends that I stream with, so we just have some fun. Stream whenever. You can catch me on there.
Cash him outside.
Catch me outside.
With that in mind, thanks all for watching. Of course, my name is Blitzwinger. We will hopefully catch you guys here next week for a brand new episode. It is the second to last episode. We'll see how the story wraps up for Falcon Winter Soldier.